Good day, everyone. I am Chexel Santiago, and this time I am going to present and discuss a topic which is all about effective uses of technology in elementary school. The topics that will be discussed all throughout my presentation are: first, the importance of teaching technology to the elementary students; second, traditional teaching technology; third, recent teaching technology; and lastly, tools to be used in both traditional and recent technology. The objectives of this lesson is: first, to determine the goals and formulate the objectives in behavioral terms; second, to analyze the characteristics of learners; third, to organize the content in logical or psychological sequences; fourth, to evaluate the learner's performances in terms of achieving educational objectives; and lastly, to provide the feedback among other components for the modification. Now let us proceed to the introduction. The advancements in technology have had a profound effect on the way we learn and the way we teach. Many adult learners can remember a time when finding information requires traveling to the library to search a card catalog and spending countless hours looking through paper, books, and journals. Now let us proceed to recent teaching technology. So when we say recent teaching technology, these are the new technologies that are being used in classrooms today. For example, social networking, online teaching, class blogs and wikis, podcasting, interactive whiteboards, and mobile devices. There are many ways in which we can benefit from the new technologies being developed today. So education technology is the effective use of technology tools in learning as a concept, and it concerns an array of tools such as media, machines, and networking hardware, as well as considering underlying theoretical perspective for their effective application. Now we have characteristics of teaching technology. Input, process, and output are involved. So the inputs are basically the objectives and objectified contents that teachers put in, while the processes are the methods of delivery of contents. Outputs are the end product of educational inputs and processes that must be assessed based on objectives. Second, pupil teacher and in-service teachers can have its advantage. So when teachers can communicate and monitor students through EdTech or educational technology, they obtain a lot of feedback. This information exchange can be a two-way interactive process. On the other hand, teachers may write assessments or give audio or visual files regarding student performances directly to them. Lastly, we have the cognitive and psychomotor domains can be achieved by using it. Cognitive means thinking skills. Some positive impacts of digital technology and cognitive skills is that it helps to recognize images, identify correct answers, and learn the alphabet, order of numbers, and everyday items. Now we have the advantages of teaching technology for both teachers and students. First, easy to assess information. By the use of technology, we can assess information easier because technology can be used for instant assessments in many different ways, such as tracking student progress over time. Perhaps even more compelling, however, educational technology can also be used to aid formative assessment. For example, helping to boost engagement, identify knowledge gaps, and support further or deeper learning. Next is greater interest in learning. Technology in classroom is about more than just pleasing the higher ups who want to see you realizing value from their investment. New digital tools can help you engage students at all levels, activate multiple learning styles, and provide exciting, memorable activities. That is why students are more interested in learning. Third, we have increased the attention of information. So through technology, presentations of the discussions in the classroom are better for the reason that the designs and tools that we use are more presentable and easy to cultivate. Unlike the hand-on materials, we need to have different sources and materials to comply with our presentations and discussions in class. Fourth, better presentation of information. Technology can help students by making learning more engaging and collaborative. Rather than memorizing facts, students learn by doing and through critical thinking. And this could be as simple as taking an interactive quiz in class or participating in tech-enabled group discussions. And of course, teaching is made more interactive. It also enables teachers to improve their instruction methods and personalize learning. Schools can benefit from technology by reducing the costs of physical instructional materials, enhancing educational program efficiency, and making the best use of teacher time. Knowledge sharing made easy, of course, and next it can make teaching more effective, and lastly, organization of matter can be easily done. Now let us differentiate the traditional teaching technology from the recent teaching technology. But first, we will tackle the traditional teaching technology. So in traditional teaching technology, this includes both projected and non-projected visual aids. So in non-projected visual aids, we have chalkboard, flashcards, posters, and charts. While on projected visual aids, we have overhead projector and television. So these are the non-projected visual aids. First, we have chalkboards. So chalkboards, the importance of this through teaching technologies that it allow teachers to maintain greater control of their classrooms by providing a place to notice and monitor disruptive students. So the use of chalkboards also requires classroom lights to be on, which holds students' attention and helps teachers more closely to monitor student behavior. Next, we have flashcards. So flashcards are small note cards used for testing and improving memory through practice information retrieval. Flashcards are typically two-sided, with a prompt on one side and the information about the prompt on the other. This may also include names, vocabulary, concepts, or procedures. Next, we have posters. So posters help to focus and motivate children to learn. It's an effective way to catch and hold attention of young children, as well as helps to maintain their interest in a particular area. They are convenient both for children and parents or teachers, as they help them to absorb the information much faster. Next in line is we have charts. So charts keeps relevant and current learning accessible to students, reminds them of prior learning, and enables them to make connections as new learning happens. Students can refer to them and use them as they think about the topic, question ideas, expand their ideas, and or contribute to discussions in class. If we have a non-projected visual aids, we also have projected visual aids. And these are first the overhead projector. The overhead projector facilitates an easy, low-cost interactive environment for educators. Teaching materials can be pre-printed on plastic sheets upon which the educator can directly write using a non-permanent, washable color marking pen. After that, we have television. So television caters to the different learning styles of students by offering a unique combination of sight, sound, motion, and emotion, which can give students a greater understanding of the world around them. They can see historical events enacted, the solar system explored, and the novels come to life. So those are the traditional teaching technology. Now let us proceed to the recent teaching technology. So recent teaching technology includes computers or laptops, internet, e-learning, smart boards, LED projectors, and lastly, educational or teaching tools. First, let us talk about computers and laptops. So computers or laptops facilitate audio-visual representation of information, thus making the process of learning interactive and interesting. Computer-aided teaching adds a fun element to education, and teachers hardly use chalk and board today. So in recent teaching technology, computers and laptops are like the ones who substituted or replaced the chalkboards and blackboards. Now we have the internet. Internet can provide the quality of education in many ways. It opens doorways to a wealth of information, knowledge, and educational resources, increasing opportunities for learning and beyond the classroom. Teachers use online materials to prepare lessons and students to extend their range of learning. Next, we have e-learning. Electronic learning or e-learning is education based on modern methods of communication, including the computer and its networks, various audiovisual materials and search engines, electronic libraries, and websites, whether accomplished in the classroom or at a distance. Now, as we experience a pandemic globally, e-learning is certainly one of the major alternatives that took advantage of because some of the universities and other educational fields cannot manage to bring back the face-to-face classes. Next is smart boards. It is an interactive smart board, also known as electronic whiteboard, is a classroom tool that allows images from a computer screen to be displayed onto a classroom board using a digital projector. So the teacher or a student can interact with the images directly on the screen using a tool or even a finger. Next, we have LED projector or LED projector. Projectors enable teachers to create bulleted PowerPoint presentations or other highly organized notes for the class. With the use of projectors in the classroom, students can take better notes with the ability to discern what information the teacher displays is most useful to them. Lastly, we have educational or teaching tools. Educational technology or EdTech is a catch-all term for a variety of digital tools and methods that can enhance learning. EdTech can help teachers design instruction, develop engaging ways for students to learn, track data based on students' learning, reflect upon learning, and make data-based decisions. We should always remember that technology plays a big role when it comes to education. because the effective use of digital learning tools in classrooms can increase student engagement, help teachers improve their lesson plans, and facilitate personalized learning. It also helps students build essential 21st century skills. And according to David Orlick, we need technology in every classroom and in every student and teacher's hand because it is the pen and paper of our time and it is the lens through which we experience much of our world. And that would be all. Thank you so much for listening.